Okay, I will start. Good afternoon, Professor. Today, Christopher not is not going to be available, but he's going to record his part himself. We're the group number 3, and in today's presentation, we're going to share with you about a business plan that is focused on college students. And this is about empanadas, so students can eat healthy on their lunch hours. So let's get started. My name is Diego Perez, and I will talk about the executive summary, mission statement, and core values that are in chapter 2. A business plan generally includes the following sections: executive summary, description of proposed business, industry analysis, mission statement, and core values, marketing, global issues, and financial plan. So just to remember, the executive summary is actually the most important part of the business plan. Is what the reader looks at first. And if it doesn't capture the reader's attention, it might be the only thing that he or she looks at. It should therefore emphasize the key points of the plan and get the reader excited about the prospects of the business. In our case, our empanadas will focus mostly to college students who need to eat nutritious ingredients. We will prepare and sell different types of empanadas for can you go back, please?
Sorry.
Different types of empanadas for everyone's taste during lunchtime. And in addition, for those who do not have much time for lunch, we offer the possibility of free shipping if they buy at least 2 empanadas of any type. Okay, next slide, please. We have several types of empanadas, such as meat, chicken, cheese, and even vegetarian and vegan. All the ingredients will be ready and especially fresh because we are very concerned about everyone's health. Frying only takes a few minutes and therefore students will not have to wait long. Okay, next slide please. Now I would like to talk about the mission statement. So the mission statement describes the purpose or mission of the organization. In other words, it's a reason for existence. It tells the reader what the organization is committed to doing. Our purpose is to offer college students various types of high quality empanadas in a short time and as fresh as possible. Our empanadas are not only delicious meal, they are rich in proteins and vitamins, and also they are low in fat and cholesterol so that students can eat healthy during their lunch hours. Next slide, please. Core values. Core values are fundamental beliefs about what's important and what is and isn't appropriate in conducting company activities. Core values are not about profits, but rather about ideals. They should help guide the behavior of individuals in the organization. Our core values will be integrity, which means that the person is self-aware, accountable, responsible, and truthful, and that their actions are internally consistent. Second will be respect, which means that all individuals should be conducted with their unique ideas, beliefs, cultures, personal situations, priorities, and objectives in mind. The fact of listening is therefore willingness to help. Third, teamwork. That basically is to trust and help each other no matter what the circumstances. And finally, quality, because we care deeply about our work, about providing excellent service, and we truly care about achieving results for our clients who will be especially students. Now, Mejia Wong will continue with the presentation. Okay, next slide, please.
Good evening. My name is Meija Wang. I'm going to talk about the section B in business plan, which is the proposed business good and the service in this section. Can you go to next slide, please? In this section, I will provide the detailed information about the business, what kind of customer our company plan to serve. Then I'm going to talk about what product we are going to sell and what service we offer. Last, I will talk about how it benefits to our customer. Next slide, please. Our business goal is to make the best empanadas and deliver to our customer as fresh as possible. We are value integrity, consider of order, and the quality of empanadas. Our empanadas use natural ingredients, so it will be superior to other empanadas sold in nearby store. We plan to make empanadas in kitchen of our group members' apartment. We will make sure kitchen is clean in order to make food. And next slide, please. To start our business, we need $600 to $1,000 cash, and our company qualified to loan up to $2,000. Therefore, we have no issue with the initial capital. Our company will set the place close to college, so our target customer will be college students. We plan to place advertising for our product in college newspaper to try to engage more college students. Next slide, please. Our expected first year sale is the $6,000. Net income will be $1,500, and we'll control our minimum cost at $600. We decide to charge $2 to $3 for each empanadas, or if more, anything other than one is ordered. Also, we are offering delivery service for our customers. Next slide, please. Last, I'm going to talk about how does it benefit to our customers. First is the priority and the convenience. So it is not expensive and our customer can eat on the go. Second, our empanada is using natural ingredients, which means it is more healthy for our customer. Third, we offer the delivery service. We can deliver locally or ship anywhere in the United States. Last, our business will start the place close to college, so the student can enjoy the fresh empanadas. So next will be Anna to present her part.
Okay, so hi, my name is Anna, and I was in charge of management plan, which is finding out the qualifications, organization structure, and the legal forms for our business. One of the managements that I was in charge of was finding out for time management, which basically whoever is part of the business has to know what time everything should be done by time wisely, and to help with the preparation of the food and having all materials that are needed to reach our goal with as many as empanadas as we need for every day, or the days that we will be selling the empanadas. We also, for time management, we also have to have a sense of how many people are needed for the preparation of the empanadas. So for example, someone can be in charge of the dough, or another person can be in charge of making the meats and everything else that has to be made. Another thing that management is in charge of is the staffing qualifications, and the minimal requirements is for a person to be fast paced and is a quick thinker, since our main customers are college students, and college students are always on the go and need to get to places fast and easily. So we have to make sure that their experience with our empanadas or buying our empanadas is quick and easy. Our employees also have to have a good customer service communications, and they have to be at least 18 or older, and they have to have flexible working schedule to make it easier for us. Our customer service, many of us don't use cash anymore, so we tend to use Zelle, Cash Apps, or Apple Pay. So by having online payments will be so much easier for our customers and easier. Our customers have to be able to trust us with our food, and making sure that their information is not being endangered. So we have to have a legal form called Terms of Privacy. And then lastly, the legal forms that are needed that management is in charge of is the partnership agreement, which is basically when there's more than one owner, there has to be an agreement with every partner. And another legal form that we have to have is the limited liability company agreement, which is just making sure that everyone knows what their responsibilities are and obligations, and when it comes to like tax forms and everything. The employment agreement is where the employee knows how much they'll be getting paid, their wages, their benefits, the duties and responsibilities they have, how many hours a week they have to work, their position, and know the termination and notice period, which is usually the 2 weeks notice. Another not form that we have to have is the non-disclosure agreement, which is basically every employee that works for us will have to sign this agreement. That way, or like secret recipes don't get exposed. And then the non-compete agreement is similar to the non-disclosure agreement. And finally, the terms of service and privacy, which is similar to the one that we have with our customers.
My name is Christopher Noda, and I'm in charge of industry analysis and marketing. To start off with the industry analysis, our potential competitors, which is medium pressure for us, is the student center, because it is on site and students are already comfortable going there, so they have already established a customer pool. The student center is also at a large cost advantage over us. Other companies located near ELAC could pose a problem. Atlantic Square holds many restaurants, such as Panda Express, Subway, and Chipotle. We don't have the resources to compete with those restaurants, but we do have the potential to reach our goal, which is $6,000 in the first year. The power of buyers is very important to us. The individual buyer at McDonald's may not pose a problem to their overall market, but to us, they are very important as we are starting business. So we must capitalize on that. Moving on to the next section, marketing. Our food is made with love. It's homemade and it's authentic. You won't get something like this at a restaurant like Subway, Chipotle, or Carl's Jr., because that's all fast food. With that said, our food is more desirable to our customers. When they eat our empanadas, they will have an experience that they won't have in the other restaurants. To add on to that, there are few, if any, businesses in the same area that serve the food that we will be serving. Mainly non-authentic Asian cuisine or fast food locations, and one pizza restaurant is located near ELAC. Moving on to our target market. And our target market will be athletes. In our situation, we have many different students at a college campus to sell to. I do not see an issue with the number of available customers, but where the issue lies is how to start selling to students and have them continue to purchase our products. When taken into consideration, I concluded that our target market in the startup of our business would be athletes. Post-practice, they are hungry as they have burned off calories and their body is reacting in a way where they desire food more than normal in order to gain back the calories. When they walk out of the swimming pool doors or the basketball court doors, they will be greeted with the amazing smell of our empanadas and even more pleased with the flavor as well. If we are consistent with our practice schedules, we will establish a strong customer base with the athletes. We don't want to only have one target because that would set us up for failure. Although I do stand by my claim as athletes will be our best bet, another option would be the students in our classes. Making friends and socializing yourself with people in college is one of the best ways to make yourself more familiar with everyone on campus. Mentioning our business when it is still in its preparing phase would potentially bring in customers we plan to sell to when it is in its operating phase. Moving on to distribution. In order to appeal and reach our target market of athletes, we will need to put in the effort to be there on site when they are finished with practice. It would be challenging to get students to put in their effort and their own time to walk to our apartment where we make the empanadas. Especially if our target market, which is athletes, are already tired and fatigued from practice. With the purchase of an insulated bag, we will bring our products to our athletes right at the exit from where their practice has just concluded. We will not have to do this forever, but it is our best interest to start with this method until we have established a customer pool. When it comes to delivery, we are faced with an even more challenging scenario. We cannot deliver far, as we will only deliver up to 4 miles away due to scarce resources. We will have to use our own personal cars to get our product to our customers. I do not foresee our delivery method gaining much traction, as we will need our businesses to be desired by individuals that do not attend ELAC. This would be for future expansions, as our starting target market will be the students at ELAC. However, in the occurrence of a delivery order, we would charge an extra 50 cents per mile, as the average cost in gas per mile is 15 cents. Our trip to the location and back would double it to 30 cents per mile. Moving on to advertising. With our target market being athletes, they could also serve as a ways to get our name out there because our athletes represent our school. We will not be relying completely on athletes, however. Social media would be the best and most effective way to get our product out there to individuals that attend ELAC and don't even attend ELAC. Using different platforms such as the school newspaper, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Associating ourselves with ELAC will also bring the students' eyes away from other restaurants and onto our business, as they would appreciate a change in their diet and the low cost and availability of our food. And that is my parts.
My name is Jessica Flores, and I was in charge of product development. First slide, please. So there are a few things that we have to do before we can even start our business and get everything in motion. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to get a business and resale license. This gives us the permission to actually sell our product. The second thing is that we have to obtain a Class A permit from the health department. This allows us to create our product inside our group members' home kitchen. If we don't have this, we would not be allowed to sell it. We have to adhere to the food labeling requirements for California. We have to apply for the appropriate insurance. We have to adhere to all the food safety procedures that the health department sets for us, as well as the food packaging requirements. In order to further develop our product, we should research our nearby competition by either tasting their product and adjusting ours to make it superior, or to receive feedback from other people who have gone to those locations. We should do a sample test run of our product to get feedback from our target market and see how we can improve it and make it better. We need to create a distribution plan. This would involve how we would distribute our product to our customers. And finally, we will have to figure out how to order supplies. So next slide, please. In order to obtain the Class A permit, we have to provide the health department with the following information. We have to either give them our recipes for the empanadas, or we have to provide them with product ingredients and where we get them from. We will have to provide them with copies of all of our food labels and our what packaging we're going to be shipping our product in or delivering it in. Because we're using a group member's kitchen, we're going to have to provide the floor plan for the kitchen, and we have to provide a list of equipment and utensils and food handling services to them, as well as complete food processor training in order to receive our permit. Next slide. For the food labeling requirements in California, we're going to have to list our company name, address, and ingredients. We have to make sure that all of our labeling materials are food grade quality so that they won't contaminate the food. We have to provide accurate and descriptive information on the actual ingredient panels. So this could include like flavors, like if we're doing fruit empanadas, we have to put like strawberry empanadas on the actual label. We have to declare the product count for packaged foods. This will mainly be for shipping throughout the US. We have to display our registration and permit numbers so that if they need to, they can look it up. We have to put on our label on the top where the primary display panel is, we have to put made in a home kitchen so that our consumers know that we're not a commercial kitchen. And of course, we have to identify the 8 most common food allergens. For food safety, we cannot have any domestic activities going on while we're preparing our product in the kitchen. That includes like infants, small children, and household pets. They cannot be in the room at all while we're preparing our product to ensure that nothing gets in the food. We have to have separate ingredients and equipment for our product. We cannot use the same equipment and ingredients for personal use. So spoons, serving utensils, bowls, anything like that has to be separate and has to be kept separate. And we have to adhere to the health department sanitation guidelines. Next slide. For insurance, because we will be working in the group members' kitchen, we're going to have general commercial liability insurance in case there's any kind of worker injuries or if someone gets sick from our product. We have to have that, especially if our group member is renting their apartment, because that will not be covered under renter's insurance. And for deliveries, of course, the vehicle that we're going to be using has to have full insurance coverage in case of any accidents. Our packaging, it has to be food grade quality, the correct size, and it has to withstand delivery and shipping methods. It can't arrive smashed or not the correct temperature, because that could make somebody sick and it could lead to litigation. To order supplies, by getting our business and resale license, we can actually buy ingredients wholesale and tax-free. So it would be best to buy those products in bulk that would be the cheapest long-term option. Our food grade packaging, we'll have to order that through a wholesale manufacturer. Next slide, please. For our distribution plan, because we're going to be shipping all throughout the US as well as doing direct local delivery, we're going to have to select a shipping method, which could be USPS, UPS, or FedEx. And we have to have insulated packaging and cold packs to ship our products to different states. so that it will not be at an unsafe temperature. We have to decide the amount of product per unit, so per package. It has to fit. It can't be too much or too little. It has to be the right amount. And for deliveries locally and throughout the US, we should probably create a website for online sales, because it would be like a centralized location for our customers to order our product. And then we have to decide on local delivery hours, which should involve researching peak order times for the area. And we can decide when will be available for delivery.
Okay.